Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of the DAN Show, and welcome to my final 2022 preview. Today I'm going to preview the Los Angeles Rams, and if this is your first time here and you like football, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the growing community of football junkies and fans of all 32 NFL teams. Now, here's how my videos work. I'm going to give you 3 things I like about the Rams, followed by 3 things I don't like about the Rams. Then I'm going to go over the schedule, reveal the yearly win total odds, and then I'm going to let you know if I'm putting action down on the Rams. So let's get this started. 3 things I like about the Los Angeles Rams. First thing I like about the Rams is head coach Sean McVay. This is a guy who's been the head coach of the Rams over the last 5 years, and he has 5 winning seasons, 4 of which are double-digit win seasons, and he's only 36. I mean, he could be coaching for the next 20, 30, or 40 years, and as of right now, any assistant coach or coordinator under Sean McVay instantly moves to the top of the list for NFL teams to want to hire them. I mean, Zach Taylor was the quarterback coach, and then he got hired on by the Cincinnati Bengals to be the head coach. So you don't even have to be a coordinator to get a head coaching job. All you have to do is work for Sean McVay, and your name goes to the top of the list. I mean, it's hard to argue with a coach who has a 55-26 regular season record and 7-3 in the postseason, including, of course, 1 Super Bowl. The second thing I like about the Los Angeles Rams is they have 3 players who are the very best at their position. With Aaron Donald, you have the best defensive tackle, hell, the best defensive lineman in the NFL. Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown as far as receiving stats, and then Jalen Ramsey is the best corner in the NFL. There's no NFL team that even has close to 3. I could argue the Colts might have the best running back and best linebacker with Jonathan Taylor and Darius Leonard, but really that's debatable. But it's not a debate that the Rams had the 3 best at their respective positions going into 2022. The third thing I like about the Rams is this organization likes to take chances. In order to win a Super Bowl, the Rams had to make some really bold moves. They traded a 2nd and a 3rd round pick for Von Miller. They signed OBJ. Before the season started, they gave up 2 first-round draft picks for Matthew Stafford, and not all organizations would do this, but the Rams proved that they're willing to make bold choices to win a Super Bowl. And I think it's important for a few reasons. One, I firmly believe that every team that's won a Super Bowl has had to make a bold, outside-the-box type of move. And 2, it shows all the players and all the coaches within the organization that you're willing to do what it takes in order to win. Not all teams would do this. How do I know? There's 31 teams that didn't win a Super Bowl. And the Rams are also in a position where they may win another one this year. Just to recap the 3 things I like about the Rams. Sean McVay, future Hall of Fame head coach. The Rams have the 3 best players at 3 respective positions, and that they are a bold organization willing to make bold moves. Now, 3 things I don't like about the Los Angeles Rams. First thing I don't like about the Rams is the offensive line. Well, left tackle specifically. When Andrew Whitworth retired after winning the Super Bowl, they just kind of moved Joe Noteboom over there. And they gave him a nice 3-year, $40 million contract, which is kind of fitting for being the new left tackle. But I think the Rams might be underestimating how good Andrew Whitworth played. Now, keep in mind, yes, he was 40 playing at left tackle, but he's playing at a very high level. This is a pass-first team. Stafford almost threw for 5,000 yards last year, and he was only sacked 31 times. And me personally, I would have liked it if the Rams made more upgrades to their offensive line instead of just shuffling players around. Keep in mind, Stafford turns 35 in early February, so this could be something that could bite the Rams in the ass. Hopefully it doesn't, but I would have liked to see them do a little more with the offensive line. The second thing I don't like about the Rams is their lack of depth. Now, it's kind of hard to have exceptional depth when you have a future Hall of Famer at quarterback and you sign a future Hall of Famer and Bobby Wagner, and you have the 3 before mentioned best players at their position, and Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, and Jalen Ramsey. Just the salaries of those 5 alone make it hard to get quality starters, let alone backups. But this is one of the few teams in the NFL. Now, I think every team, if their quarterback goes down, they're in significant trouble. But let's say Stafford stays healthy. This is one of the few teams in the NFL that went to the playoffs last year. They lose one or two players, and they could become a 500 team or even worse really easily. There's not a lot of depth on this team, and keep in mind it is hard when you have that many studs on this team. And overall, I think the Rams have done a fantastic job building their roster. It's just that one or two guys go down this season quickly quickly comes a disaster. And the third thing I don't like about the Rams is that they've struggled against NFC West opponents. For the last 3 years, the Rams have been 3-3 in the NFC West. And the NFC West had 3 teams make the playoffs last year. Now, while they lost 6 straight to the 49ers in the regular season, when it mattered in the NFC Championship, they ended up winning that game, of course, advancing and winning in the Super Bowl. But there's 2 concerns here. One, is there a tell? Is there something that other divisional teams know playing the Rams that they can exploit? Because if that's the case with as many coaching defections that the Rams have had, it's really just a matter of time before it's widely known the weaknesses that these Ram teams may have. Now, there could just be a weird coincidence that the last 3 years they just haven't played well in the NFC West. But if it is a weakness or something that you can spot on film, it's just a matter of time before it gets out. The other issue of concern is that you had 3 teams from the NFC West make the playoffs last year. There's no guarantee that you're going to win again against an NFC West opponent. There's a feeling among the NFC West teams that, hey, this is a beatable team. This is not a team that we may travel to LA in the playoffs and it's doom and gloom. This is a team that you've had success before. You may be able to win again. So just to recap the 3 things I don't like about the Rams: offensive line concerns, the lack of depth, and it's concerning that they've been 3-3 in the NFC West for the last 3 years. Now let's take a look at the Rams schedule. I'm going to go over the yearly win total odds, and then I'm going to let you know if I'm putting action down on the Rams. The Rams will open the season Thursday night hosting the Buffalo Bills. What a great game that's going to be. And you also get a few extra days rest before you host the Atlanta Falcons. There's a very strong possibility that you're going to start the season 2-0, and then you get 2 straight road games against divisional opponents. Then you get 2 more home games against Dallas and Carolina before a Week 7 bye. Then Week 8 you host the 49ers. The 49ers Week 7 host the Kansas City Chiefs, so that's a big advantage for the Rams Week 8. Then 3 other next 4 games are on the road. 3 really tough road games: Tampa Bay, the Saints, and Kansas City. And then the lone home game is the Arizona Cardinals, not a gimme. Then you get a nice stretch where 3 out of the next 4 games are at home. Now, Week 14, you do play on Thursday night before you travel to Lambeau Field for Week 15, a very good Monday night football game. But the Green Bay Packers have a bye Week 14, a game that could have home field advantage on the line, so a disadvantage there. And then on a shortened week, you're going to host a Russell Wilson-led Denver Broncos team, so schedule does get tough. Now, the final 2 games are road games against the Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Basically, I would be shocked if the Rams didn't win their final 2 games. And so I think that they win their first 2, they win their last 2. And with the remaining of the schedule, it's really all about health. If this team stays healthy, they can beat anybody. I do think that they're going to lose 1 or 2 games in the NFC West, but this is such a well-coached, talented team that anybody who plays the Rams, you got to bring your A game. Because this is a really good football team. The yearly win total odds are 10.5 for both Barstool and Caesars. Barstool has over 10.5 at a negative 115, under 10.5 at negative 106, and Caesars has both over and under at negative 110. My opinion is that I would not recommend betting the under unless you firmly know or believe that they're going to have multiple injuries. I would bet the over, but this team is so thin that one or two injuries could change this from being a Super Bowl favorite to a 500 team. So my personal opinion is that I'm going to pass, and I would not recommend taking the under at all. The only issue I have with betting over is that it is a thin team. So, but bottom line, McVay's as good as it gets, and this team has just a world of talent. So if I had to make a bet, I would bet the over, but I'm going to pass. Now, this is my opinion. I really want to hear from you. What do you think the Rams are going to do in the 2022 season? Drop a comment below. Let's talk football. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Right? Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, like the video, and ring the bell. That way you're notified every time I come out with a new video. Now, if you enjoyed the video, check out any one of the teams. I did all 32. You can go ahead, check out just the link's just right there. And during the season, I'm going to go live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the live stream. Anything goes. I answer all questions. Join me as I plan to have a variety of guests on during the season. Again, I will answer all questions live. And I want to thank you for watching this video. It means the absolute world to me. And I hope to see you again on a live stream very soon.